So much about them. It seemed tonight they look like Big Ten players right off the bat.
Yeah, they're both really good. They're both versatile. You know, they have great court demeanor. They don't rattle. They just make plays at both ends. They're not mistake guys. And against a small, quick team that was physical and was switching, you have to have everybody that can make plays, and those guys can make plays for other people off the dribble. So really impressive, those two guys.
You weren't kidding about Moss and the way he's played in the preseason, and then come out here, after having the ankle issue the last couple of weeks. I mean, what did he show you in preseason that showed you?
Well, he's playing with a lot of confidence, and with him, he's incredibly talented. He's quick off the dribble. He makes threes. He's got a pull-up game. He can play fast. He can transition. But I think what you're seeing is a guy who's maturing. His first year he's figuring it out. Last year he was really good at times, and this year I think you're seeing a guy who can really be special. If he pulls up and he's open, you're surprised if it doesn't go in. But he gives it up easy. He's not hunting shots, but he knows he's got the green light. He knows he's got my full confidence in him, and he's playing that way. I'm really proud.
Was there a moment, or was it a gradual process with him over the summer where that light kind of clicked?
Oh, I think you saw it last year. You really did. And I've said this to you guys before, it wasn't all his fault, that it wasn't all the time, because we had Pete, we had Nicholas Bear, we had Bohannon, and sometimes he was the odd man out, even though he played a lot and had some huge games for us. But it was important that he have those kind of road games, played well at Notre Dame, played well in Nebraska. There's a lot of games when you could see his confidence coming in. And in the European trip, he was incredible. He looked like an NBA player. So if you're going to be able to put it all together like he's doing, you have to have confidence in yourself. But you will never have confidence in yourself if your coach doesn't have confidence in you. And, that's been a gradual process for him. Convincing him that, hey, we love you, you're great, just keep attacking, trust your talent.
What's Connor's situation? Is it an ankle, and when do you
Hurt
expect
his ankle. Possible Sunday, probably Thursday.
Tyler Cook hasn't missed a shot in an official game anyway, dating back to last year. Is it the game still slowing down for him?
Yeah.
That kind of thing?
I thought in particular tonight, because clearly their game plan was to double every time he caught it. They knew they had a size disadvantage. They went small to start the game. They could have gone big. They went small. So as soon as we threw it in, they just came and doubled it. I thought he didn't panic at all. He would turn and face. He found people. Skipped it to the weak side. We had layups. We had wide open shots. So, you're just seeing the maturation of his game completely. A couple of times he took it coast to coast. Made the right decision whether to go, whether not go. I thought he and Luka were really going. And I kind of wanted to put him back in, but I wasn't going to do that with the score, what it was. I didn't want to get them hurt.
Seems like every team has a player, successful teams have a player who maybe doesn't stuff the stat sheet but gets a lot done. Could that be a role that Ahmad Wagner plays for you, do you think?
Yes, he had 6 rebounds tonight. I thought defensively he was good. He seems to get key offensive rebounds, maybe when your team is struggling. Gives you a powerful 3-man at that size. He's not a mistake guy either. And I think he can be a shutdown defender. So that's kind of what we're looking forward to do, especially in the starting role with Nick LaSalle.
You put him back in there later in the game. Do you want him to be more aggressive offensively?
Well, what we were trying to get those guys to do is when you're playing against switching man, the X is on the O, so you got to put it on the deck and drive into that space. And nobody was doing that for a while. And he started doing it. So we had talked to the guys about it. He has the ability to, he's got a really good crossover dribble. He's got an explosive first step. And he can make a play off the dribble for somebody else. And that's what you got to be able to do. If they're out chasing and they're in that shooting that gap in the passing lane, you can't swing the ball. You got to drive it. And we were a little slow to figure that out, even though we talked about it.
Shooting percentages were really good there in the mid-60s most of the game. Obviously, you lose Jock from last year. Do you think that this team can be a really good shooting team?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I said that, you know, I've never had a team with this many three-point shooters, and we got a lot of them. You know, we've got 5 low-post scorers, too. But, you know, we got, you know, 2 of our three-point shooters weren't even playing tonight, so we got plenty.
You guys had 11 assists from your front court. What does that say about the versatility there?
A really good example of the unselfishness of them. A lot of post guys get the ball and they put their head down and they go. You know, that's what they're used to doing. That's what they did in high school. But our guys really share it from high-low or spin baseline, you know, hit a cutter. They like to pass the ball. They're good at it. They have feel for it, and it makes us better.
Sharing it with each other too, you know, post to post. How is that an underrated aspect?
Well, if you're going to play 2 traditional posts, and you know we're playing 2 posts most of the time, you've got to be able to do that. And you've got to be able to make a shot on the perimeter, which all those guys can do. But every one of them is very comfortable with the ball in their hands, not necessarily feeling like they have to go score.
I think you had mentioned in one of the press conferences, Garza, excellent free throw shooter. Do you think he was just a little nervous out there?
Yeah, this was very uncharacteristic for him. The one time he shot 2, and they were really not even close. That's not like him. He's usually, you know, 80%. That's where I expect him to be.
How about Cook? Has he improved his stroke in practice?
Cook's better. You know, I'm surprised. You know, he was 4 for 7 because it looks really good. You know, when he's making them in practice. So I think, you know, he'll be okay.
Okay, thanks, Coach.